Hi, Salim Omar here. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways to engage your team. And engaging your team is imperative because it's going to have a direct effect on your revenues, on the growth of your business. It's going to have a direct effect on your bottom line. It's going to have a direct impact on the enjoyment and the meaning that you get being in business with a team that's engaged versus one that's not necessarily engaged. Now, in a prior video, I've shared a Gallup study, and I think this Gallup study that's been going on since the year 2000. Every year, Gallup interviews, surveys, researches employees in various different organizations in the country, in the world, and so from that, they have, their study, their survey shares that 34% of employees in an organization are actively engaged. 16.5% are actively disengaged, meaning they are miserable, they are toxic. And then the remaining 54% or so are in the not engaged category, or not in the actively engaged categories. They are generally satisfied with their work, but they are not cognitively and emotionally connected, meaning they are clocking in and clocking out, meaning they are going to leave for another employer for a slightly better offer. And so this is kind of a staggering survey from Gallup. And now there are 3 ways to engage your team. First one is to share with them your vision. Keep them in the loop. They are your team members, they're part of the family. And so you wanna keep them in the loop in that, where is the company going? What are some of the initiatives that the company is undergoing? This is one of the things I hear over and over again when I've interviewed employees of an organization, is employees saying, I don't know what's going on here. And so they're in the dark, and being in the dark is not a good thing for an employee. So number 1 is keep them in the loop, and the best way to do that is having a communication platform. Meet with your team members on a regular basis, have consistent meetings, perhaps it's a weekly meeting, monthly meeting, and so forth. So create that communication platform where on a certain day, a certain time, you're meeting with your team members and having this dialogue, and you're keeping them in the loop. Second thing, to engage your team members, your employees, is to appreciate and recognize them and thank them from time to time for their efforts, for their contribution, for being on your team, in your bus. So number 2 is appreciate, recognize, and thank them. And then number 3 way to engage your team is to listen to them. I know it sounds pretty basic and simple, but it is to listen to them and their feedback, and asking them for their feedback, and then actively listening to that. Create a culture where everyone is comfortable, they're in a comfortable zone, they're in a safe zone to be able to share their feedback, things that are going well, things that they are observing, being on the front line, and so forth. In my organization, some of my best ideas have come from a team member that saw something, heard something, thought of something, and shared it, and felt comfortable doing that because it was a very safe environment and it was welcomed. And so those are the 3 ways to engage a team member. Now, the kiss of death for an organization in terms of engagement is when the owner, the leader, takes credit for an idea that was shared by someone else. So kind of always be mindful not to do that. We sometimes will forget, but remembering that where the idea came from. And it could be a team member, and if you're working with advisors, same thing there. Give credit where credit is due, right? We've heard that statement. So do that when it comes to creating that, a team of people that are rallying for your success and the success of your organization. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If anything that I share with you, you connected with, that resonated with you, please share that in the comments below. What was the one big idea that you got from watching this video? Take care.